Hail adventurers, Pwn Star here with Pwn Star Gaming. Guys, it is week 13 of Shadowlands, and there's a lot of cool news that surrounds this week, and I'm excited to tell you about it. It's going to be everything from the new, that aren't really new, Valor Points, to the new raid loot drops, and also the ever-loving DPS rankings for Heroic and Mythic Castle Nathria. All that and more. So sit back, grab yourself a beer, and let's talk about it. So first off, definitely not the first person to talk about this, and I'm sure I won't be the last, but Valor Points. Valor Points are back. I can remember in Wrath of the Lich King running dungeons over and over for those juicy Justice points, and also the Valor Points once a day. For me, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed farming those. I guess it kind of gave me something to work towards, that I knew that was going to be a sense of progression for me at the end of each dungeon, whether I got a nice piece of loot or not. They are going to be a little bit different this go around, but basically, here's the patch notes. But this is it, the TLDR, which is completing all 8 dungeons at Mythic Keystone 5 and above will award you with the Keystone Explorer achievement, and you can take those item level 200 pieces of gear and eventually upgrade them into item level 207. If you get Mythic Keys 10 and above, you'll get the Keystone Conqueror achievement, which will get you up to 213 item level, and then Mythic 20 or above will award you Keystone Master, which will give you 220 item level and above. So for me, that's pretty exciting. I do enjoy running the Mythic dungeons, so I'll be interested to see just how beefy I can get. When this first came about, there was a lot of backlash about and so why even run raids if you can just gear yourself up to, 220 or whatever with just Mythic dungeons. And I guess I definitely can see the problem there, especially considering the raid loot was very low, and as you guys know, you can sit there and wipe on a raid boss over and over and definitely have nothing to show for it except for, losing 10, 20k in gold and repair bills. So it looks like what they've done is they have increased the raid loot drop percentage up to giving 33% more loot. For 10 player raids, they're giving 2 items of gear per monster, and then for 20 player raids, 4 pieces of gear per monster. Weapon tokens also drop more often, so that's obviously a big win for everybody. I don't know. I think I really like this change. Maybe you'll see me more in the raids. I really haven't done too much of the raiding this season. I've been focusing a lot on either Mythic dungeons and raided battlegrounds. Those are just a lot of fun lately. Next up, guys, world boss this week is Nurgash Mugformed over there in Revendreth. Pretty easy kill. Unholy Death Knights, Havoc Demon Hunters, and Destruction Locks. Make sure you go over there to get your legendary item. Other than that, don't forget your level 200 conduits for your Covenant. The calendar event this week is actually the Mists of Pandaria Timewalking Event. This one is a lot of fun. I really like the Mist of Pandaria Timewalking dungeons. They kind of had a comic-y feel, the whole Kung Fu Panda thing, obviously. And I don't know, I really liked them. There isn't necessarily a raid for the Timewalking. Really couldn't find anything over it, and I'm kind of surprised that they don't have one. I figured Siege of Orgrimmar would be a great one. It is a very long one, so maybe they just do a shorter one. Either way, they don't have one yet. The PvP Brawl, though, Cooking Impossible. This one's a lot of fun. If you see here on the map, the yellow dots, different vegetables grow. The objective is to run out there, pick up the vegetable, run them back to, as you can also see on the map, your faction's emblem, and throw them in the pot, and they'll cook them up for you. Basically, from what I can understand, the strategy is you can either be up by the pot, CCing and killing everybody that comes by with vegetables, or you can be a runner going and getting vegetables. This is a lot of fun. This is kind of a comical brawl, yeah, it's kind of hard to take this one seriously, but there is a lot of good action in it. So make sure you go in there, win it at least once, and that way you can get your reward from it. Speaking of Mythic dungeons, the Mythic Plus affixes this week are fortified. Fortified, as you guys know, non-boss enemies have 20% more health, and they also do 30% more damage, so be careful on the trash. Sanguine is non-boss enemies also leave pools of blood behind them when killed that will heal other enemy monsters, and they will also do damage to your allies. So tanks, make sure to backpedal the monsters and keep them out of your friend's way and keep them out of each other's bloody pools. Grievous is a damage over time that is done based on key level to players below 90% health. This can also stack up to 4 times, so it's important to keep everybody topped off above 90%. So basically just, kite monsters around, be careful with the trash, and don't let your people get below 90% life. Should be a pretty easy week. We'll see how that goes, though. The Renown Max for this week is 34. For Renown 33, you get a new companion for your mission table. Make sure and pair him with a higher level person doing experience missions to get that guy leveled up quickly. For 34 is a new Soulbind upgrade and also a new back cosmetic. I know I'm really excited for this one. We'll see if I put it on my warrior. Probably be a really good transmog for alternative characters, but hey, it does look really cool. I'm sure I'll come up with something awesome. Guys, it is time for the weekly DPS rankings for Heroic Castle Nathria in the 90th percentile. First place is once again Balanced Druids, second place is Affliction Lock, and third place is Fire Mages. I had to look this up twice because I swear I thought this was the exact same one as last time, but I did notice Fury Warriors were once again in 11th place, and something to notice here. Windwalker Monks are in 10th place, yet in Mythic, they are much higher. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Mythic 90th percentile DPS rankings for Castle Nathria. First place is also Balanced Druid. Second place is the Affliction Warlocks. And third place, this is what I'm talking about, Windwalker Monks, yet they are 10th in Heroic. This one's really interesting to me. This just kind of can show you the scalability, I think it's the right term for it, that, the difference in amount of gear can really do for a class. So I'm also really excited to see how some of these classes in the bottom part of the rankings end up faring off in the next raid tier. Fury Warrior did drop, or is also at 11th place here, but Sub Rogue dropped to last place. I started out this expansion thinking I was going to play a Sub Rogue. I probably would have been all right had I just been doing rated battlegrounds, but they don't really seem to be faring off too well as of right now. And for final, the Love is in the Air event is still going on, so make sure to queue up all of your characters so that you have your chance at the Love Rocket. Guys, that's pretty much it for week 13. Also, one thing of note, those Mythic Valor Points, you can't upgrade the gear that you already have, so you will have to refarm more gear if you have your best in slot and you're hoping to upgrade that. Sorry, they are requiring that it be something that drops as of today's patch, tomorrow's patch, whichever day this uploads at. Not sure how I feel about that one, but hey, that's what they say, so that's what's happening. Guys, also be sure and check out my Fury Warrior guide that I just posted. I will be doing more Fury Warrior stuff as it is my favorite class, obviously. Don't forget to like, comment down below for that YouTube algorithm, and subscribe. I'm very close to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm looking forward to hopefully closing that gap in the next 2 weeks before March. But I need your help. Thank you guys very much. Thank you to the Patreons. I'll see you next week on week 14.